I am seriously shipping Craig and Robert. Robert is proper flirting with Craig, and Craig is being oblivious. And I love it. Okay. Take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. Type out a message to him on Dadbook. Still want... Oh yeah, Hugo loves cheese. That's the good thing about Hugo. Lots of cheese talk. Still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within a few minutes. Yeah, we had an aquarium date. Colin is still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting my paper. Whoops, sorry, that's meant for another teacher. Seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on the content, and I think this would really round it out. Hi, let me get back to you after class ends. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do now. Dad nap. Hop on the couch and turn on some Antique Road Warrior for the background noise. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. Jolted awake by a Dadbook message from Hugo. Sorry about that, Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie Chan won't be happy to hear this. I go off work in a little while and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. I fumble out a reply. Of course, cheese boards are awesome. Yes, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. Are we having a cheese date? I may have to reconsider Matt if we're having a date that is just about cheese. Cheese! Amanda walks in the... I could show you so... I have so much cheese in my fridge. I could show you so many cheeses. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup? I just... Getting home from school? Where are you going? Well, you might like the board. You might want to keep the board. Actual boards that cheeses are served on can be quite pretty. I have a meeting with the board. Ah, board! More boards. Cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time? Yeah, I'll live, but only if you can talk to him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, buddy, that ball's in your court. I got very offended by Miles's cheese poll yesterday. He chose the blandest, most no-flavour cheeses for his poll. It's like, what are you doing to me? Mozzarella tastes of nothing. Parmesan tastes of nothing. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. Bleh. I don't like olives. Little bit of fig jam. Now that's nice. Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. One of my brothers really doesn't like cheese, to the point that he won't eat butter because he says butter tastes cheesy. So we have to give him margarine or like vegetable spreads and sunflower spreads. He reckons that butter tastes like cheese. If only. Sweetie, you'll get it one day, but now I've got to go and see a man about some manchego. Please leave. I walk into a quaint French diner and Hugo weighs me down to the booth. The only thing French about that is that picture of the Eiffel Tower. Do they have diners in France? I've never seen one. Hugo weighs me down to the booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day? Every day's a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. Is that the one that parents think means sex stuff? Those ones, yeah. But the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalising in the fear of suburban parents as usual. That's a difficult sentence to say. At least I hope. Yikes.
Oh.
Right, now I'm very ready for some wine and some delicious cheese. Oh, yes. The waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have, and for the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth, and recommends us some wine. Yeah, just picture of Eiffel Tower. I am presently in London, which I know you will not believe because I lack a picture of Big Ben over my shoulder. It's the only way to prove you're in London. Waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate ever. Oh, we've done that. Do you want a scorecard for trivia? There's trivia. Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone. We'd love to play, right, David? Of course. It's the thing they use to set the scene whenever anyone in a sitcom comes to London for an episode. Yeah, sure. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. Yeah, Dave went to art college. Matt's here! David! I turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table and greet us. Hey guys, you all here for the old question and answers game? Look at Matt's hands. Matt's hands are great. I love Matt's hands. Yep, we come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team. Come and Sita and I are just here for the cheese. Matt likes cheese too. I'm swinging back towards Matt. Matt likes cheese too. Provolone 2, Lost in New York, have been reigning champions for the last month. Man, Brian's great at trivia too. That raises the stakes. Great name though. Solid team name. That's Carmen Sita's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns. Like father, like daughter.
Hey.
You guys gonna try and give us a run for our money? We'll see what we can do. We're just here for the cheese too. We'll see what we can not hurt you, but I will destroy you. We're just here for the cheese too. Listen, trivia is great, but we all know the real trivia champions are the cheeses we ate along the way. Too right, David. I don't know if that's how the phrase works, but I understand and appreciate the sentiment.
Hey.
We'll have to think up a good team name, but I think this will be fun. Good luck. Brian, Matt and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Harvati, like it's 1999. Are real monsters. I have no idea what that's got to do with cheese. Is there a cheese called Munster? Craigslist Swiss connections. Well, I'm going to say Havati because I know that's a nice cheese. That's a cheese I like. Okay. The waitress comes by with our cheese board and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a picture of cheddar with my name on it. A picture of cheddar. A piece of cheddar with my name on it. There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie. I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts. A slice of savoury yet salty Gouda. Or perhaps a focaccia crisp topped with honey and goat cheese. Oh, French. Okay. A focaccia crisp with honey and goat cheese. Do you know if they switched out the goat cheese for a blue sheep's milk cheese, that would be absolutely perfect. I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glass at me.
Yes.
That was so loud, Hugo. Cheers to cheese. Hey. Who's this? A middle-aged... Oh, my God. A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses and cargo shorts jogs out the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ. What? Who? Why? Why? Who is this? You can get nice goat's cheese, but so much of it is so samey. But I've done I've put cheese and nuts and honey on a pizza. I've actually had, I haven't made it, but I've had a cheese walnut honey pizza, but there's no tomato sauce on it. It's got like a white sauce base. That was nice. But just, and when I'm making my own pizza, I got my pizza base, I got my tomato sauce, and then cheese, honey, walnuts. Figs is nice as well. I've had figs on a pizza. I hate pineapple, so the pineapple pizza thing doesn't apply to me because I wouldn't like it anyway. But I've put avocado on pizza. I've put figs on pizza. So I'm a pizza weirdo. Middle-aged man. Oh yeah, we're just being creeped out. Yeah, if you get like in a Chinese restaurant or in a takeaway, if you order the sweet and sour here, you get lumps of pineapple in it. And I love sweet and sour sauce, and I love like vegetables with the sweet and sour sauce. But I hate it when they put chunks of pineapple in it. I don't want fruit salad in my dinner. And we get as well here a lot of curry things. They stick sultanas in. And I don't want to be eating a savoury meal and suddenly get a mouthful of sultana. It's horrible. I mean, I don't want to eat a sweet meal. I don't like sultanas or raisins. I'm weird. I have such a broad imagination, like figs and avocado on pizza. And then I'm so, raisins, no. Middle-aged man in a backwards bakery. I keep reading this. Move on from this weirdo. Quizmaster Quinn. Everybody ready for some trivia? The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name's Richard. I just like alliteration. I can eat currants. They've got less like fleshiness to them. They're more dried out. And I can eat the dried cranberries and dried blueberries. It's specifically the sultanas and raisins. It's specifically when they've got like moisture in them and they're from grapes. I just don't like that burst of... I like grapes. Actual fresh grapes. Raisins and sultanas though. They're bad things. That's what I like to hear. The alliteration. Boo! I see you, Boo! More cheers. I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me. I can pretend to be Hugo's child. Yeah, currants are so much nicer. There's less bulbousy, juicy stuff in the middle. Bulbousy, juicy stuff. I make everything sound so gross. I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humour. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Bulbousy juices. Like the fleshy bit in the middle. Let's get into some questions. The first category is literature. Excellent. I've got a teacher with me. We should be able to breeze this. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. More jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips. Oh, this is going to be so hard to say his dialogue. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. Hugo, you got this literature stuff, right? Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque, insect-like creature? Yes? This is the continent that encompasses the realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and whatever that last one is. Other notable sites include Isengard, Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the elvish name for this continent? I don't know, Lord of the Rings. It's the first one's a Star Wars thing, isn't it?
Wrong answer.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm not a Lord of the Rings person. Who was the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars? I don't know this either. Nathaniel?
No.
Edmond Dantes is better known as this man.
Correct.
Oh, did I get that right? I don't know that one. Quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there. Don't touch our cheese. Thank you. How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good. Have you pulled Quizmaster Quinn, Dave? Haha, great. Cheese used to be my favourite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. I'm sorry to hear that. I also developed clinical depression. Keeping it light. Okay. But people don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose not to let your throat close up when you eat brie? Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Quizmaster Queen wanders off. That's another table. Who wants to start? The thing is, so many people don't take food intolerances seriously either. They just go, picky eater, and give you the thing that you say you can't have. Who wants to start the next round? More cheers from the audience. The next round is cinema. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. High five, Quinn! I'm with you on this. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay? I think it's just his character, I hope. How's your cinema?
Hey.
Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies, but if there's any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi, oh god. What does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? I know, everyone my age is supposed to know these films. I saw them once, never watched them again. I have not memorised these things. What entertainer makes a fourth wall breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2? I have not seen Gremlins 2 for ages. I don't know. I want to say Hulk Hogan.
Correct.
Which of these 80s horror movies dies not I'm not gone insane, right? That says die. Which of these 80s horror movies dies not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting? Typo. Shining, Within the Woods, Poltergeist, Pet Cemetery. I don't know what Within the Woods is. Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. I look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod. And the next category is wrestling. Oh my god. Okay, we're totally boned. I'm with you, David. Hugo grabs my arm. Wait, I got this. So why leave me to answer them if you know? Huh? Man, you know who I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. Please, it has been so long since I've been held. Oh, God. I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. Have you met Dylan Lanivi? Have you met our friend Dylan? Let's start the quiz. Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer gets the points. I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE.
Oh.
Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes, the enthusiastic one over there. Steve Austin debuted as the Ringmaster. This is correct. Points to Havati like it's 1999. Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania. Hugo's hand shoots up again. Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life. The first WrestleMania was held in New York, New York at Madison Square Garden in 1985. Another correct answer for Havati, like it's 1999. Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kind of hot. Oh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him.
Oh.
Chavo versus Kane.
Incorrect.
Oh, sorry, Bucko, but that's incorrect. The answer is actual Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero and Kane, WrestleMania 24th of March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one choke slam and pinned him from the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty. Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife? The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back into his chair.
Oh.
Fine. Wow, Hugo seemed really fired up about that. Where did he get his encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? How do you know so much about wrestling?
I don't know.
I don't know. You just pick stuff up. That sounds suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to the quizmaster.
Ah.
All right. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Brian and Matt, high five. And Havati like it's 1999. Hugo and I high five. We look over to Brian, Matt, Kamasita and Daisy all playfully give us the thumbs down. I stick their tongues out. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am. Serious cheese eating. The final category is cool animals. Ladies and Remy, it's your time to shine. Animals, huh? I never could take care of another living thing. Hell, I can barely take care of myself. Haha, I'm falling apart. It's the cry for help quiz. Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? Birds.
Wrong.
Okay, what's the last animal that appears in the dictionary? I'm not sure that would be in a dictionary, but it would be in an encyclopedia maybe. I think there is such a thing as a zonkey. I'm taking this too seriously.
Wrongo.
What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Before I click it, let me make a guess. I know for a fact you can't get chinchillas wet because it will kill them. Their fur never dries. Oh, that's not there! Polar bear.
Incorrect.
Ugh. Alright, I'm just going to come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who came out on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil's will fulfill all your needs. Everyone oohs and ahs. God, I want that gift card. Dave, get a grip. The quizmaster goes in the back, pardon me, to tally up the score. I pick up what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker with a little bit of honey and dried apricot.
Oh.
So what are your plans after our big win? See, that's another one. I can eat an apricot. No problem. Second you dry it, nah. It's all jelly and horrible in the middle. I'll probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring, bet it all on black, walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style. You want the last piece of Havati? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everybody immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us. Hey everybody, we've had a great night, lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is Brian. Yeah. Oh, he's angry. Come and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where Phil Omnominal phenomenal service is... God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. Brian and Matt run up to grab the coupon and bow to the roaring applause of the crowd. I do my best to convey to Hugo a sense of appreciation for his hard work at trivia with only eyebrow raises and a shoulder shrug.
Oh.
We'll get them next time, David. They haven't heard the last of Halvati like it's 1999. Hugo and I walk back to our cul-de-sac full of cheese and a sense of defeat. That's just my day, generally. Oh, that's so sad. How was your day, honey? Full of cheese and a sense of defeat. How was work? Full of cheese and a sense of defeat. Did you sleep well? Full of cheese and a sense of defeat. Oh, that could be my, obituary or my epitaph. Here lies Sherry, full of cheese and a sense of defeat. I genuinely do like that. Brian's good, but I saw some technical... Thank you. I know Miles is probably going to start before I'm finished, so you will have to go and mod. But thank you for the luck and thank you for chatting with me. Okay, Brian is good, but I saw some tactical weaknesses there, which I think we can exploit for the next trivia night. He seemed weak on literature. I think if we can establish ourselves early on, it would hurt team morale. Why did you leave me to answer the literature questions, Hugo? Hugo the teacher. Hugo the person who's probably got a degree. Maybe it will get them more focused on the cheese than winning. You're right. Next time we'll be prepared. Shame about the one wrestling question, though.
I don't know.
I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's got to be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. Oh, just stuff I know. Ask again. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna drop it. Alright. But hey, good trivia night. Let's get the band back together soon.
Hey.
Certainly. Hugo and I say our goodbyes and I make my way back home. After pushing Robert so much that we didn't get Baby River's toy last time, I'm gonna let things go. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading.
Huh?
I don't. This book is all pictures.
Ugh.
And even then, my patience is being tried. Did you get to eat all the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy little cheese monster. Oh, Dave! Full screen that moment. I am a happy little cheese monster. Me too! Oh, I'm such a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner?
Yes.
Hash browns! Okay.
Yeah.
Toast dipped in egg. Blueberry pancakes! Well, only if you'll help me make them.
Yeah.
You don't want to get the egg and toast on your blueberry pancakes should be on a separate plate because they're sweets. I have this... I'm so confused about Americans having their sweet bit and their savoury bit on the same plate for breakfast. I would need some kind of divider. I'd need those things separated. I do not want syrup touching eggs. It's wrong. You know, this is just Sherry's food confessions. You know, I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler. Also amazing at heating up maple syrup in the microwave. Wouldn't that explode? Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside the fridge. Oh, what was my date rating? We didn't win. We got a very low Hemingway rating.
That was passable.
A C! It's lucky I don't want to date you. Okay. That's because we lost the quiz, I think. I'm sorry.
You got
I'm sorry I lost the quiz. Okay, so we've had 2 dates with Craig. I know we've had 2 with Matt. I can't do a 3rd date because that locks me in. We've had 2 with Brian. We've had 1 with Robert. I'm not dating Joseph because he's blonde and religious. That was date 2 with Hugo. And I've seen every aspect of dating Damien because I saw a certain somebody date Damien and then get infuriated and throw a massive tantrum. That was really funny. So it's Robert dating time. Thing is, well, maybe dating Robert, I could nudge him towards Craig. Let's date Robert. Let's date Robert outside Craig's house. Let's persuade Robert to have a threesome with Craig. And then, like, sneak out and just leave them to it. This is the plan. Are you really enjoying your dry salad, aren't you, Kachansky? You've been tucking in this whole time. Good girl. I had a lot of fun with Robert in the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her a favourite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan and make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie, it's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375 degrees. I'm guessing that's Fahrenheit because damn, that's a furnace. But I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on Grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavourful. Brandy! God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherry sauce. Almond extract. Oh, it's almond extract, duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. But almond extract can taste nasty if used too much. I love almonds, but almond extract can be rough. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? Oh, I'll just wing it. Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes. Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder and aspiring astronaut and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently right now trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the centre of my 12th birthday cake? Well, Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you just eat the pie, Panda? I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out the sides and the buttery crust glistens. Oh my goodness, that's hard to say. The buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ah! What's wrong? It's not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the hell out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right, the pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media make us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. So this is a good time for Robert to show up. I decide to check Dad one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert, huh? Hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Is he going to come into your bedroom? Oh, hey. David. Hey, David. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. Oh, what was that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. In my driveway? I open my door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey?
Oh.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realise that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Robert, you flirt. Right, 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes and jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
There.
You like Tom Waits? Hoist that rag, baby. Oh, he liked it. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yes, that's Tom Waits, all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a little bit more that I can't place. Are you okay? Just peachy. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side I can see the entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. Choose you over Matt just for that one line. Good for you, Robert. What? Huh. I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole sea from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It's his penis. He glints in the moonlight and I suddenly realise what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh, please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either.
Hey.
Not the moonlight. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. Laugh. Oh, that's nervous laughter, not funny laughter. Ha ha ha, I'm having a great time. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out the folding knife and he opens up and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers. 3 fingers! Because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humour is. He and I laugh.
Oh.
Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought you would have to have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. David, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honoured tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? Oh. No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're callous and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands. They're not Matt's hands. You can't make a stick omelette without breaking a few hand eggs. Are we getting a whittling minigame?
Knife that wood.
Knife that wood. Oh! I thought that was the the wood, but that's the hand with the knife. Okay. Ah. Ooh. I've made a pencil. That's a good start. What is it? I said pencil. Good luck writing with that. You made a highly dangerous weapon. Woohoo! Okay. I've made a dreidel. Oh no, it's different now. I've made a lollipop stick. Tell me about this one. Popsicle stick. Now all you need is to carve up some wooden juice, wooden fruit, and a wooden freezer. Yay! That noise. Oh, we've got a dreidel again. Ah! What's the story here? It's a toothpick. You realise that you could have just picked your teeth with a knife. Okay. Oh, we got another one. I've made an egg. What's this? I don't know. And that's just fine. Personal whittling progress. Oh god, we're still going. Ooh. Nice form. What's it supposed to be? Louisiana. Good old Louisiana. Beautiful place. Got stabbed there once, you know. Or was it Kentucky? You made Louisiana. Okay. I've got a chopstick. Chopstick ambidextrous. It's a stick. You made a chopstick ambidextrous. Oh my goodness, this is a big one. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Oh, I chopped the head off of what I thought it was. I'm not getting anywhere. I can't chop anymore. I'm stuck, Robert. I've broken the mini game, Robert. Ah, there we go. Ah, there we go. You keep this up, you'll be whittling pro in no time. New friend. He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. Did that have like a suspended animation block? I think I'd broken the whittling minigame. There was a piece of wood that didn't disappear. Oh. Oh my goodness. Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? Oh, it finally fell away. Big old dog. Sir Horsington the Brave, in Amanda's honour. A brave and A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. You made a beautiful gift for Amanda. Okay. Ugh.
Hey.
Ooh. That took me by surprise, Robert. Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is still lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over.
There.
He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep the cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Ton of them out here, you know. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah. This town is a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever hear of the Dover ghost? I don't think so. Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup, pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. Has the music changed? It has, I think. It gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But there's the feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man. But if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big arms and too long for its body. Black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept right since. That's terrible. Wow, Robert. I'm so sorry. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Really? Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right? I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go. Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away, back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time, he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve. Yeah, that's a story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. This was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second, lights another cigarette. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm in love with Craig. Say it, Robert. Say it. Been doing a lot of thinking about Craig. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret at not sucking off Craig. I was so busy chasing after these things I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think about riding Craig. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice and I'm as unhappy as I am. Try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there are a great many of them, but there were always a light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going. Craig. But I'm really leaning into this. Come on, Robert. Come on, Robert. Realise that Craig is the one. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. I'm glad you told me. That must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does. It's funny, I look at you and your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic, don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom. Do you hate him? No, I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex, and he just wasn't there. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison. Revenge, Robert, revenge! What? I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. We both break into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. I made Robert laugh aubergines. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realise that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman's bullshit, right? Amanda, Lang, you know what? It's fine.
Oh.
I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda. She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself. I finally decide to go to bed. What is my rating for the day? Hey, I was going to say that one shouldn't be a low one because that was pretty good. We got a low ranking in flip up sunglasses.